Last year, a journalist in Eastern Europe connected to a coffee shop's Wi-Fi to upload a sensitive story. Within 48 hours, his email was compromised, his sources were exposed, and he received death threats. He wasn't hacked by some sophisticated government malware. Someone was simply sitting in that same coffee shop, watching his unencrypted traffic flow by. Meanwhile, millions of people pay for VPNs every month, thinking they're completely anonymous online, untraceable, basically digital ghosts. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Both of these people are wrong about what a VPN actually does. One didn't use protection when he desperately needed it. The other thinks they bought a magic invisibility cloak. Today, we're going to fix that confusion for good, because understanding what a VPN really protects you from, and what it absolutely cannot protect you from, might be one of the most important things you learn about staying safe online. Hey, I'm glad you're here. In the next few minutes, I'm going to explain exactly what a VPN is in plain English, no technical degree required. Then we'll cover the 3 things VPNs genuinely protect you from, followed by the 5 things VPN companies don't want you to know their product can't do. And I'll wrap up with practical advice on whether you actually need one and how to choose wisely if you do. By the end, you'll know more about VPNs than 90% of the people paying for them. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start with the basics. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, but that doesn't really tell you much. Here's what's actually happening. Normally, when you visit a website, your internet traffic travels from your device, through your router, to your internet service provider. That's Comcast, Verizon, whoever you pay for internet. And then out to whatever website or service you're using. Everyone along that path can potentially see what you're doing. Your ISP definitely can, and they often do. A VPN creates an encrypted tunnel between your device and a server operated by the VPN company. Think of it like this. Instead of sending a postcard that anyone can read, you're putting your message in a locked box, handing it to a secure courier, and only the recipient has the key. When you connect to a VPN, your traffic goes through this encrypted tunnel to the VPN server and then out to the internet. To the outside world, your traffic appears to come from the VPN server's location, not your actual location. Your ISP can see that you're connected to a VPN, but they can't see what you're doing inside that tunnel. That's the core concept. Encryption plus redirection equals a VPN. Simple as that. Now let's talk about what VPNs genuinely do well, because despite all the marketing hype, they do serve real purposes. First, public Wi-Fi protection. Remember that journalist I mentioned? Public Wi-Fi networks are hunting grounds for what we call man-in-the-middle attacks. When you're on that coffee shop or airport Wi-Fi, someone with basic tools can intercept your unencrypted traffic. A VPN encrypts everything leaving your device, making that interception useless. This is probably the strongest use case for everyday VPN users. Second, hiding your activity from your ISP. In 2024, Congress confirmed that major ISPs have been selling customer browsing data to advertisers for years. Your internet provider can see every website you visit, how long you stay, what times you're active. A VPN blocks this visibility completely. They'll know you're using a VPN, but nothing else. Third, bypassing geographic restrictions. This is the reason most people actually get VPNs. Let's be honest. Want to watch a show that's only available on UK Netflix? Connect to a UK VPN server. Need to access a website blocked in your country? Connect to a server somewhere it's not blocked. This isn't really a security feature, but it's a legitimate privacy benefit. You're choosing what content you can access, not letting borders decide for you. Here's where we separate fact from marketing fiction. A VPN does not make you anonymous online. I cannot stress this enough. When you log into Facebook, Google, Amazon, or any account, you've just identified yourself. The VPN doesn't matter. These companies track you through your account, cookies, browser fingerprinting, and dozens of other methods. A VPN also doesn't protect you from malware or viruses. I see this claim in VPN ads constantly, and it drives me crazy. If you download a malicious file or click a phishing link, That encrypted tunnel will happily deliver that malware right to your device with perfect security. VPNs don't scan content, they just transport it. Here's a big one. VPNs don't protect you from yourself. If you use the same password everywhere, click suspicious links, or share personal information freely, no VPN will save you. Most breaches in 2026 still happen because of human error, not because someone intercepted your traffic. And perhaps most importantly, a VPN doesn't protect you from the VPN company itself. You're essentially moving your trust from your ISP to your VPN provider. If that VPN company logs your data, sells it, or gets hacked, you've gained nothing. In 2023, several VPN providers were caught logging user data despite claiming they didn't. Your privacy is only as good as your VPN provider's honesty. Let's dig deeper into this trust issue because it's crucial. When you use a VPN, you're making a trade. You're saying, I don't trust my ISP to see my traffic, so I'll trust this other company instead. But here's the thing. VPN companies are businesses. They need revenue. Free VPNs are particularly problematic. If you're not paying for the product, you are the product. Multiple studies have found free VPN apps injecting ads, tracking users, and even containing malware. In 2024, a popular free VPN with over 10 million downloads was caught selling user bandwidth to a botnet network. Even paid VPNs vary wildly in trustworthiness. Some are based in countries with strong privacy laws like Switzerland or Panama. Others operate in jurisdictions where governments can compel them to hand over data and have. The term you'll hear is no-log policy, meaning the VPN claims not to keep records of your activity. But here's the problem. You can't verify this. It's a promise, nothing more. Some VPNs have undergone independent audits to verify their no-log claims, which is better than nothing. But even audits only capture a moment in time. This doesn't mean VPNs are worthless. It means you need to choose very carefully and understand that you're placing trust, not achieving certainty. All right, let's get practical. Here's what you should actually do with this information. First, use a VPN on public Wi-Fi, always. This is non-negotiable. Coffee shops, airports, hotels. If you didn't set up the network, use a VPN. The risk is real and the protection is genuine here. Second, if you choose a paid VPN, research the company. Look for providers that have undergone independent security audits, are based in privacy-respecting jurisdictions, have been operating for several years without scandals, and have clear, readable privacy policies. Names that consistently rank well in independent reviews as of 2026 include Mullvad, Proton VPN, and iVPN. I'm not sponsored by any of them. Do your own research. Third, never use a free VPN for anything sensitive. If you just want to watch a geo-blocked video, maybe. For banking, work, or anything personal, pay for a reputable service or don't use one at all. Fourth, don't fall for the VPN as complete solution myth. A VPN is one tool in your privacy toolkit, not the whole toolbox. You still need strong, unique passwords. You still need two-factor authentication. You still need to think before you click. Fifth, consider when you actually need a VPN. At home on your own network? The benefits are marginal unless you're very concerned about ISP tracking. Traveling or working remotely? Much more important, adjust your usage to actual risk. And finally, remember that true online privacy requires behavior change, not just software. The most secure VPN in the world won't help if you're posting personal details on social media or reusing passwords across dozens of sites. So here's the bottom line. VPNs are real tools that solve real problems, but they're not magic shields that make you invisible. They protect you from local network snooping, ISP surveillance, and geographic restrictions. They don't protect you from malware, account tracking, or poor security habits. and they're only as trustworthy as the company running them. If you learned something today, hit that subscribe button. I break down cybersecurity topics like this every week. No hype, no fear-mongering, just practical information you can actually use. Drop a comment letting me know, do you currently use a VPN? And after watching this, do you trust it more or less? Next week, we're tackling password managers, whether they're truly safe, and what happens if the password manager company itself gets hacked. You won't want to miss that one. Stay safe out there.